And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. The action always in full swing near the French Quarter, and tonight is no different here in New Orleans, Louisiana. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Chris Webber is joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Center ends there with Dunn, and it's Levine in at the small forward. And for the Pelicans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. Looking at tonight's matchup, Chris, it's fun to watch upstart teams that are on the move, ascending with a lot of youth as a part of that success.
You know what? I love watching these young teams. As long as you have a GM, an organization, a president of basketball operations that explains to the fans, listen, you're going to have a little bit of growing pains, but while you watch these guys play, they're going to have effort, they're going to have chemistry, and they're going to play for you guys, the fans. It's easier to settle in and say, wait a minute, look at the potential in this guy. Look at how much this kid has grown in the beginning of the season until after the season. So I love young teams, and with this influx of young players coming in, it's going to be fun watching some of these teams grow and get over the hurdle and then ultimately become champions.
Great perspective. Here's Ingram after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Pass to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Williamson with the elite ability to finish off contact. And it's just not the strength, it's the body control.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. It's a 3-point game. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And those are the games that really hurt. I mean, you're playing well, the effort's there, and in the end, it still isn't enough.
Now here's Williamson.
Yeah, we talk about the big vertical with Williamson, but what about the hang time?
Chicago with the ball. Pass to Levine. And Derek Favors pulls it down.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Holiday, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Now here's Williamson. 23 points for him the last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And don't leave out his rebounding, Kevin. I mean, he had a big impact in that game with all his effort on the glass.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
First free throw is good. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
Now, here's Satoransky. Done outside. The pass to Markkanen. Shot clock at 5. For 3, Levine. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit... Oh, he's the perfect alley-oop partner. Zion showing the lift. How about his hands? And then we all know how it is.
And so Levine will bring it up now for the Bulls, trailing by 10. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Holiday brings the double team, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Here's New Orleans. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. For three, Ingram, and another three for New Orleans.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And see, Webb, you talk to the Bulls fans, and they are eager for a return to greatness.
Yeah, GA, it's been a long time since the Jordan era, and Bulls fans know. But you know, GA, the Bulls have a very loyal group of fans. Their patience has been tested, though, but this team needs results.
New Orleans making a switch here. Redick is checked in. Porter's checked in for Chicago. White comes in for Satoransky. And again, Chicago, no good. New Orleans leading by 13. Ball, the pass to Redick. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to Orlando. He feeds it to Favors. It's Redick on the wing. No good with the triple.
Oh, defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
And you love to have a player like Chris Dunn out on the perimeter with his defense.
Oh, man, big men love guards that can actually keep their assignment in front of them. Dunn has quick feet, great lateral movement, and that's why he's a successful defender.
First one falls for him. Well, so many people were worried about Chris Dunn's offense after his rookie year, but you know what, Greg? He's turned it around.
And gone from struggling to hit 40% of his shots to shooting better from the floor. Still a strong defender, and he's making people forget that his offense was ever a question mark.
The Bulls making a switch here. Young's checked in. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
There's no question Dunn is a great athlete, but he must first work on his shooting as well as his passing.
He gets it in there. Redick's got 5.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Now here's White. 20 points for him last game against Orlando. And it's Dunn in the corner. Passes it to Young. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. 5 to shoot. And that one's good by Porter.
Porter is very athletic at 6'8". I mean, he's effective at carving his way through the D with his handles.
Favors surveying the floor. Ball dishes to Ingram. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Outside, Porter. It's Young on the wing.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Bulls shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. That's good from Young. so he gets them both. Ingram with it over Porter. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Yeah, great job of getting a look before the horn sounded and gaining some momentum.
Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for the New Orleans Pelicans. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen, Pelicans pretty much in control here.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Well, I love the ball movement so far, GA. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
Opening day, Chris. In your experience, which types of teams tend to start the season well, started strong?
Two types. One, the team that has been forgotten about and left out. The team that had a disappointing season the year before, and no one knows the pain that they went through all summer long, waiting to get back to that moment. So they've been incentivized for half of the year to come back and say, wait a minute, it's our turn now. And those teams are sneaky under the radar.
Little chip on their shoulder.
And then secondly, I would say veteran teams. Teams that know what they want, teams that are focused and saying, wait a minute, we know this is a marathon. Let's take our time, warm up, and stick to the principles right away, and we'll end up in the right place later.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Bulls. At small forward and power forward, Porter and Young. Dunn is out there with White. And it's Gafford in at the 5 down low. Now, here's Dunn. Brian Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Improving this aspect of his game. When Dunn looks to involve his teammates in the screen and rolls, it's great.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
New Orleans leading by 11. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Ball kicks to Redick. Cuts off the pass. Dunn passes to Porter. Dunn outside. Pass to Porter. From the arc. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his third assist on the night. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And last season, Otto Porter on the move, Chris. He was traded at the deadline to the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, and he has fit right in since joining the Bulls. I mean, they needed his outside shooting. Porter is still very young and can grow to be a part of this young Bulls core.
Hayes, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Holiday comes in for Lonzo Ball. The Bulls also changing it up. Levine's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Satoransky subbed in for Dunn. Bulls trail by 10. Here's White. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Redick with the rebound. Holiday inside the line. And no good. And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Steps back and fires. Count it, good.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And Hayes kicks to Holiday. To the paint, stolen. Levine finds Young. And Okafor with the block. But they recover it. Second shot opportunity and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And checking out the numbers for J.J. Redick, how he performed last season. Last season, he averaged 18 points per, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
He misses the free throw. Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Chicago. And he sinks the second. And here's Holiday. He's coming off a 37-point game against Sacramento.
And they kept fouling him. I mean, it only made him more aggressive. He wound up having a huge night at the free throw line.
Jacks up a three. Hart, that's good. Hart's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
You got to respect Hart's range if you're the defense. He's proven to be dangerous from distance.
11 feet away. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Out to the right wing. Pulls up from the corner. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Hart's got 5 points now this quarter.
A lot of shooting is confidence, and there Hart showing plenty of it with his rise in fire.
Carter, and the shot is good. Here's Holiday. Pass to Redick. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. 46 seconds left here in the second. Holiday ejected by Young, and they'll keep possession. Shot clock at 2. Holiday inside the line. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. Back to White. Okafor with the steal. Here's Hart, guarded by Levine. Holiday against Carter. Holiday goes in. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Carter. Floats one up. And so it's New Orleans holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, you're leading at the half. What will you continue to emphasize to your team?
Well, I mean, defensively, we still have to be good. We got to rebound the basketball. And then we've got to continue to push the basketball and score offensively.
We'll see if you can keep that going in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. What a start it was for Brandon Ingram. He had 8 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. What did you think, Shaq, about New Orleans?
Well, they're getting higher percentage looks, good game planning, the ball is moving around. Guys aren't pulling the trigger at the first thing they see. They're definitely staying disciplined. That's a big part of what has them having the lead at the halftime.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Bulls.
I'd really like to see them attack the rim a little bit. Change the game up, man. Generate some more easy baskets. Part of the reason they're behind is because they've been outclassed inside. They haven't been able to drive the ball, dish the ball. They need to pound it in the paint more if they want to win this basketball.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Brandon Ingram with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Bulls trail by 8. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's ball in at the point guard. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half. Fade away. Markkanen, good. Markkanen's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Bulls.
Now, when the mid-range J is going in, it helps Markkanen with his three-point shot, too, forcing defenders to respect both.
And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Chris, you know a little something about that power forward position. Who do you think will be the best at that position in let's say 3-5 years from now?
Wow, it may be who's the best at that position now will continue to be, and that's Anthony Deibys. He can do it all. He was a point guard in high school, and what that gave him was ball handling skills, lateral quickness, and a mentality of a small guy. We all want that as big fellas, that mentality, because you have the height. You just need to believe that you can do it on all ends of the floor, and he can do it defensively, offensively. He can coach. He could be your trainer as well, get guys healthy. I think AD could do it all.
Good explanation. Now, here's Satoransky. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. Done. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. Pelicans leading by 4. Here's Williamson. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 4 assists now tonight. Levine feeling it out a bit. From downtown, Derek Favors with the rebound. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. 17 points was their biggest margin. And a moment now to check out who the Pelicans have coming up. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers. Free throw, no good.
Yeah, I mean, what everyone loves about Williamson, already an international star. And I love it because he remains humble and grateful for what he has.
Ejuan Moore is checked in for Drew Holiday. Chicago also making some changes. Valentine comes in for Carter. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Satoransky.
Well, Jim Boylan, he won the Chicago head coaching job after his interim stint. The fans were unsure of the hire, but the front office believes in him moving forward.
The shot's good.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
It's Ingram on the wing. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And for Boylan, Chris, he's been a bit demanding on his roster.
Yeah, Kevin, it's going to be tough. He's tasked with molding this young Bulls core. I mean, the front office wanted a hard-nosed coach. They believe they found their guy with Boylan's approach.
Now here's Williamson. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Here's Ball. Chris Dunn making his last shot. Moore finds Favors. New Orleans moving the ball around. Porter against Ingram. 14 feet away, and the jumper is good. Ingram's got 10 points.
Got to play up on Ingram, especially when he's looking to shoot from the mid-range area.
Here's Dunn. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. Bulls shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. White, he's checked in for the Bulls. And that one misses.
And the EuroLeague's top scorer last season, Nicolo Melli, had turned down some NBA offers in the past, decides to make the leap to join the Pelicans, and gives them a highly skilled player in that front court.
Now, here's Dunn. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. Dunn passes to Markkanen. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Porter against Ball. for the tie, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
And checking out the numbers for England, he had a strong showing last season. Averaged 18 points per, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Hayes, he's checked in for Favors. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Moore. Bulls trail by 3. In the corner, Valentine with it. Done outside. And there's the pass to Markkanen. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, and with Lauri Markkanen, you know you're going to get shooting from his spot. Great release and has been efficient from range since his rookie year.
For Chicago, they have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night. Down the first one.
Yeah, growing up in Finland and going to college in the U.S., Lauri Markkanen quickly made the adjustment to the NBA, making the all-rookie team with the Bulls.
That one is no good. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Ingram outside. And the Pelicans miss again.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Yeah, Greg, there's no panic in them. I mean, staring at a big deficit, they still kept their poise and went to work.
Outside the arc. No good on the last second attempt there. It's a tie game in New Orleans. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 17 points was their biggest margin. Taking a look at the Bulls. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Satoransky there with White. And it's Hutchinson in at the 3 spot.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now here's Markkanen. And the basket is good. Markkanen's got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
And really, Markkanen isn't just an outside threat. He's more than capable of capitalizing inside.
Melly passes to Holiday. Stolen by Satoransky. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Hutchison. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Hutchinson's got the lead up to 2 now for Chicago. Holiday dishes to Hayes. Redick for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. And the the Pelicans lead by 1.
A nightmare to guard in the pick and roll. Reddick, just don't give him any space, and he's going to knock it down.
Here's Carter. The offensive rebound. Markkanen, the third shot of the possession, finally falls for him. Markkanen's got 9 points now in just the second half. Holiday looking over the floor. Three-pointer. And that's good. J.J. Redick for 3. Redick's got 6 here in this quarter.
No, you can't allow Redick to keep going from there. His three-point shot is downright lethal.
Markkanen down low. Covered by Hayes. And the stretch big man, Lauri Markkanen. Very strong player on offense.
As I told you, Kevin, there's no secret. I like Markkanen best when he is a bit greedy, searching for a shot. I mean, sometimes I feel he can defer too much, but he has the skills to be a great scoring threat if he is playing aggressive.
And he makes the first. Both teams deciding to change it up. And he makes the first, but misses the second. New Orleans has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Outside Holiday. Outside Redick. Favors in the post. Carter on him. Good work defensively by Carter.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
To the middle, and the dunk by Williamson.
Washington College, Zion showed he was a big game, big moment player. That's a huge bucket right there.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Outside Levine. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Staying under control in key moments. I mean, the way Levine handles these important possessions are so impressive.
Here's Favors. That shot is off. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Carter, the pass to White. Inside. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
This is why they go to Markkanen here, because he welcomes the chance to take big-time shots.
Outside Redick. Wide open look. Again, the Pelicans score.
That's just the veteran leadership of Redick. When you need a bucket, he wants to be the one taking the shot.
Chicago calls timeout. They're ahead by 2. 1:37 left in the game. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Lauri Markkanen.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Jim Boylan talking with his team. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Following the score by New Orleans. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
Oozing with confidence right now. You got to love seeing Levine capitalizing the clutch.
Ball, the pass to Williamson. Ball dishes to Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
And the legend just continues to grow. Zion Williamson could be an all-time great.
Bulls have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Got it!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Now here's Ingram. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Slithering into the lane with such ease. I mean, when Ingram is aggressive, it forces the D to act.
It's the first that narrows the gap to 1.
And think about the high ceiling that this kid Brandon Ingram has. I mean, with his long arms, I mean, he can reach the rafters.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
And so Levine will bring it up now for the Chicago Bulls. Lets it fly from 18. That one, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Williamson kicks the ball. This is it to Ingram. Lock at 6. To the middle. It's in!
How about the inventiveness from Ingram? Not to only see his open teammate, but deliver the pass as well.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. Just 4 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point range. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a double. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalil, we all know you can score. The defensive end has been the challenge. How did you take that step forward tonight?
My teammates challenged me, the coaches challenged me to get better every night. Like I said, I can score, but they want to see improvements on the defensive end.